man. This is my partner, man. What's up, man? What up,
What's
Neffy?
up, Sip? How y'all feeling? Thank y'all for having me on the show.
Yeah, man. About time you done made it through here, man.
Hey, man.
What's going on?
It's
One
a
of the most
blessing.
elite
It's a
spitters in our area. Well, just worldwide. You know what I'm saying?
Thank
so
you.
thank you for coming through.
Oh no, it's love. Thank y'all.
Yeah, thank you. So what's going on with you? How you feeling?
I'm feeling great, man. Just out here working, doing some dope things, moving around, hustling. Like I'm just a go-getter. Like being a boss is just my way for real. So
dope.
I'm out here making music.
Wave.
Tour with, wave. That joint. Did you listen? I'm on the wave. That's where that came from. Like I had just been working so hard, like really long nights, early mornings, just out here grinding.
Right.
And everything just started falling into place, and I felt like I was on a wave, and that just like came out of me, and the record was crazy. I was like, we putting this record out.
Dope. And dope visual too.
Yeah, it's really cute.
Thank you.
But you had a long line of just dope visuals or whatever. You just an all-around artist, right?
Absolutely, yeah. I do a lot. Like I play instruments, and I'm interested in film. So like I'm really hands-on with a lot of my business, and a lot of the brand that you see, the videos. I'm really hands-on with the treatments and the scenes and everything that's going on. So yeah, I'm really involved in that.
Okay.
So why NEFERTIITI? How did your stage name come about, or your artist name?
Well, I kind of view myself as a queen, so I wanted to represent that. You know what I mean? I feel like queens can be sexy and bossy and dope. And Nefertiti actually was an Egyptian queen, and when she ruled, like she was so dope. Like she got people to like change their whole religion and shit. Like people just followed a whole new wave. Shameless plug. But yeah, so like they just followed that. You know what I mean? So I was like, I want to represent something that's dope and that's fly and that's sexy, and that's really the only time in history where like black people were gods and goddesses. Like we was running shit. We was royal. So that's where I got that whole.
Do you get compared to QueenLatifah?
I do sometimes. Yeah, even though my music is a little bit more fluid than hers, I do get the comparison.
You do?
Yeah.
How do you feel about that? Because she's like a real dope legend.
She's a legend
in the game, and as a female MC. And I noticed that you put FemC. Is that intentional?
Yeah.
So why FemC? Is that new? Is that something new, or is that something you made up?
I don't think it's a new thing. It's a familiar concept, but a lot of people like don't like to be pinged as a female rapper. They're like, don't call me female. I'm like, but why not? You embrace that,
right?
Like that makes you who you are.
You're a woman.
The niggas watch you because they want to see you because you're a female rapper. You know what I mean? So I'm not ashamed or trying to necessarily take that off, per se, but you know what I mean? That's just where it came from. Like females still spit, we can still be sexy and dope and still kill it. So
right. So how do you balance with people that come to recognize you, they expect with the whole Egyptian thing, the Nefertiti thing, for you to be maybe conscientious or deliver conscientious content, and how do you balance the two with also trying to what's the word I'm looking for, capitalize on you, being a good looking woman and stuff like that.
I think you gotta find a good balance that's comfortable for you. Like I'm pretty fluid, so I can exist in either space. But for me, it's just about like Nas can make I can, but he can also jump on like a record with R. Kelly or somebody and make a turned up record. Like I feel like we should allow females to be just as fluid. Or Kendrick can do the pull up drink, and then he can give us something real conscious. And I feel like we should allow females to exist in that same type of space. So I might put out some real shit, and then I might put out some turn up shit, but it's gonna be dope.
Okay.
Yeah.
So where you from originally?
I'm from Baltimore originally, but I've lived in every pocket of Baltimore. I've lived in DC for a period of time. I've lived on the Eastern Shore for a period of time, so I've always moved around. So I have a lot of different influences. But I'm originally from Baltimore, West Side.
What was your initial introduction to the Egyptian history, and so how did you get into that?
Myself, really. My grandma is real like Afrocentric though. Like she's like the one you go in the house and she got all the statues and all the black stuff, and you know what I mean. And I had a few cousins and stuff that was really like, you know what I mean. So I kind of took to that. You know, it made me proud, gave me a sense of pride. Like, oh yeah, you know, this is dope. So that's kind of where that influence probably came from. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Who are some of the other influences in your life, like as far as musically wise?
Music, I listen to everything. Okay. But I'm really big on like soul music, conscious hip hop, turn up hip hop. Like I like everything. Right now I like H.E.R, he's cool. H.E.R is dope. Anderson .Paak. Like I be all over the place, but I love Gucci. Like he's in my top 5. Like anytime I want to turn up or fuck some shit up, I'm playing Gucci. So I'm like all over the place. I really have a lot of influences with my music.
Okay.
Did you go to school?
Yeah, I went to school.
Where you went to school at?
Towson. Class of 2013.
What was your major?
English.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Creative writing, yep.
Oh, so you're a true writer.
I'm a true writer.
You read like the dictionary and stuff?
You play crossword puzzles and stuff like that?
Used to. No,
Wow.
I don't have no time no more.
Okay. What keeps you so busy aside from music?
Music. That's all. I live, eat, breathe, sleep music. Making music, traveling, moving around. Like last year we did like a 7 to 8 city tour. So yeah, I just be out here moving.
How was that?
That was dope. We did Dallas, we did New Orleans, Miami, Atlanta, Durham, and then we came back up north, did New York, DC, and brought it back home. So it's pretty dope. It was like a show/media tour, so we hit different venues, different media outlets. It was really dope.
What was the tour? What was it? Who
it was
on tour with?
It was my tour.
Okay.
So my team put the tour together, and we just hit up different promoters, and you know, because we had already been moving around doing some traveling, so we just hit those places right back, and we just did our thing, and it was really dope.
Are you currently on tour?
I'm going on tour this year with Gotti. The first show is actually the 7th, I believe, in New Jersey. So yeah, shout out Chris Gotti, Dex Diamond, and the whole team. So yeah, we're going on tour this year again, and we're going to do another NEFFY tour as well. So it's going to be dope.
So how was that that link up with Chris? How did what was the initial conversation or meeting?
Actually, shout out my producer C-Biz. He gave the official introduction to Gotti, but they had come to my city and they had the tour. They do the tour/seminar where they go around, they kind of teach artists, independent artists, certain things about the business. So they have this whole seminar thing that they do. So they were in my city, and I got word of the seminar, and I was like, let me go see what it's about, but I missed it. But I heard that they were doing like a show/competition somewhere. So I was like, all right, let me go check it out. So I went, I competed. It was like 15 to 20 artists that competed that night. And the winner would win a distribution deal through Adventures Music. So that night I was amongst the winners, and he took us all to the studio that night and basically was like, yeah, I'm doing an album. Top 3 verses get on my album. So I'm the only female in the room of all these niggas, and made the album. They called me a few days later. I think it was Gambino or Dex called me like, you made the album, babe, let's get it. So they came back to Baltimore, I want to say like within 2 months, shot the Process music video. It was really dope. So yeah, that's everywhere online right now, that Independence album through Chris. So it's been really dope. Like they really been rocking with me. I talk to Dex all the time. He calling me, what you doing? Or if he know I'm going to this place or that place, he'll call me up, tell me who I need to see. So it's been really dope. So shout out the whole Chris Gotti Adventures music team.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
that's very impressive.
Growing up, you were always in the music. You said you were in the different, arts. What are some of the different arts you took up growing up?
Paint, draw, writing, script writing, creative writing, piano lessons. I'm trying to self-teach guitar, but it's a little difficult because I wear nails. But yeah, really, that's mainly it.
So how did you get into rapping?
Well, 2 reasons. My dad was a DJ, wannabe rapper kind of thing, but he was dope. Like he would just write, you know what I mean, or he would freestyle. My dad freestyled so good. Like we could be riding down the street, he freestyle about the stoplight or the lady walking down the street, just coming off the top. So that's kind of where I kind of got that influence from, and I kind of wanted to explore it myself, and I started young writing, but never started really rapping. You feel me? Until I was like, all right, 12, I'm like, all right, I'm writing some poetry that's kind of like rap. And then once I got a little older, like about 15, 16, I started actually writing rhymes. And then I didn't take it serious at first. It was just something to do. But after a while, I was like, this is what I'm here to do. And I couldn't leave it. Like when you're passionate about something, you can't stop. And if you try to stop, it always comes back to you. And that's when you know that's what you meant to do. So I've just been rocking ever since.
Do you produce?
I don't produce.
Do you participate in production sessions?
Not yet.
Not yet?
I played with beat making, but I'm gonna get into it. Get into it. Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, so how do you feel about the female or the femc or the female MC in the game now?
It's a good time right now for the females.
Okay.
I think 2018 is about to be our year.
Why you feel that way?
I think people are paying attention to females now.
Like who? Like who you think is everyone is paying attention to right now?
Well, Nicki did her thing for a long time. She dominated. She kind of made it hot again. And then Cardi came, and a lot of people was messing with it, and some people was skeptical, but she kept putting out them hits. You couldn't deny it. You was like, she's killing the game. Right. So she started killing it, and you seeing them pop up here and there. So I think it's gonna be a good year.
How you feel about? You didn't mention Remy Ma.
Right. So you pick sides between Remy Ma and Nicki B. Who you had? You and Femc, right? So the Remy, we're not talking about numbers. We're not talking about numbers.
There's another female artist too. I can't even think of her name right now. She with Def Jam. She's from North Carolina. I can't think. She was Grammy nominated. Rhapsody. How do you feel about Rhapsody?
I think Rhapsody is dope, and I love that she's so true. She's so true, and she.
So what do you feel about music. She has.
Kim is back too, y'all.
Y'all trying to brush past this Remy Ma question.
I love Remy. For the record, I love Remy. I'm a Remy fan.
Okay.
She killed the battle or whatever they had.
Do you think Nicki won the war?
Nicki is a boss, but Remy's doing her boss shit too right now too. But I always respect Nicki's hustle, but on that record, Remy killed the record. Yeah.
So let me ask you a question: with artists like Rhapsody who don't necessarily have the commercial success or the commercial coverage that a Nicki or a Nicki and Cardi have, but are making critically acclaimed albums and Grammy nominated albums and respected as actual lyricists. How do you feel about those two? Because that's kind of like the yin and the yang. You have a more of a sexual, better looking rapper, but here you have Rhapsody, who's actually a very good artist and who's making good music, but it's not necessarily getting the recognition.
I think that just comes with that genre of music. It's never gonna be as popular as everything else, but it still doesn't change the fact that it's dope, and she's still nominated for a Grammy at the end of the day. She still did a major accomplishment that many artists dream about, being nominated for a Grammy. So I think it's great that they even nominated her. They recognized her talent and did that, so that's a good sign for that genre of music. For women especially in that genre of music.
And so who are some of your favorite female MCs right now? Well, not necessarily overall, because it's a catalog of female MCs dating back to like the 80s. You know what I'm saying? So who are some of your real live, like, I fuck with her like no matter what?
What's crazy, one of my top faves is Missy. I think Missy is so underrated. She does not get the credit from rapping to singing to production to her visuals to her.
Yeah, she's on a whole other level.
She's on a whole, and I don't think she gets that credit that she really deserves.
And I can kind of see the influence with that too, with some of the visuals.
She's dope. I think I like Lauren as a lyricist. Of course, as a singer, I love Remy. Remy's dope. I like Nicki, but I loved mixtape Nicki. That's when she was real raw. And, I like the raw. I like to get gutted.
She kind of got poppy after a while. Yeah,
and her poppy stuff was still cool, but I like mixtape Nicki.
Yeah, that bag got poppy. She stayed poppy with that bag.
Yeah, she with the bag. She got the bag with poppy, but the mixtape was like the real raw rap.
Yeah.
Nicki for sure.
Yeah.
What about some of the old school? Like,
of course, I'm a Queen fan. Of course, I'm a Light fan. Yo-Yo. Who else? I
don't know. Just talking to you and watching your video, like I automatically thought of old school rap. It's something that you gave off to me. I was like, oh, she kind of remind me of an old school rapper, you know, kind of bringing that flavor back. So I was like, oh, okay, yeah, go Neffy. So that's why I had kind of like asked you, because like you did kind of give off like one of them like sort of old school MCs or femcs.
Yeah, especially that Wave record. Like that's like a New York.
Yeah,
that's like a New York record. Like it kind of has boom back with like a fusion little feel to it.
Exactly.
But yeah, definitely with my new music. I actually have a record dropping tomorrow through Adventures Music. It's called Motives. If y'all want to play it, y'all can play it exclusive tonight. But
we will.
Yeah.
Break in a few minutes. We'll definitely.
But like my music is so fluid. Like this new EP, like it's about everything. It has every feeling, every vibe. You know, it's a real emotional side of me where you get to know me as a person. So I'm excited for it.
What's the name of the EP?
It might be self-titled. I don't know yet. I'm back and forth about that.
So what's Queen Supreme?
Queen Supreme, that was a remake of a Kim record. Okay. That was the remake of Queen Bitch. Okay. So it was funny because when Kim and Rem dropped a remake of Queen Bitch, I was like, yo, this is crazy, because I just did a remake like a year ago. But it was just a dope record. That actually came off of a mixtape that I did called Goddess Returns. That was like a ode to all female rappers. So I did covers to all female rap records. Brad,
and that's
Missy,
why I asked you that, because I wanted to know about the Queen Return, the Queen Returns,
the Goddess Returns,
the Goddess Returns. That's what I was like alluding to. Like I wanted to know more about the Goddess Returns mixtape. So tell us about that. Was that your first original mixtape?
That was my first original mixtape. Okay. Yes, and that was like the theme of it. That was the purpose, was to give it that kind of paying homage to. Okay. You know, so yeah, that was dope.
Right, cool. We're gonna take a break. So you ready, Sip?
What we playing first?
I want to hear the new record. I don't know what y'all want to hear. I'm hyped to hear the new record.
I want to hear
the Hustle Firm. I think it's in the Hustle Firm.
Nah, Sip got it.
Oh, you got it.
The new record?
Which record you want to play?
The Motives joint. I got you. I'm going to send it to you.
Sip got it.
Oh, you got it?
Sip got it. But, Neffy, how many projects you got out? So, how many projects you got out?
My first project is called 18th Dynasty. Second project was the Goddess Returns mixtape. Then I did a single through Adventures. We did the Process record. I got a single out called H.E.R. I also have a single out called Wave. So this next single will be my next release, and then we're launching the EP after that. So it's gonna be dope.
Yeah, 2018, right?
Yeah.
So
first quarter.
Are you officially signed to Adventures, or you just what's
I'm signed. Yep, I'm signed through distribution with them.
Okay.
Yep.
You got your own label set up?
Yeah.
You do? Damn, so you bossed up for real.
Yeah. We working. It's not a game. But yeah, I signed with them this summer after I won the deal.
Right. And how was it? You give me a different Baltimore vibe. I don't get that.
Everybody says that.
Yeah, it's kind of different. I can't even I'm sitting here looking at you talking. I'm trying to put my fingers on it, it sounds like a mixture of different states. And
I moved around a lot.
Yeah, I don't get the B-more. Yeah. We interviewed a couple of B-more, and I know a couple of guys from B-more, and you could tell, that they had that raw B-more, So would you not really, which is not a bad thing, of course, because now you're versatile and you can, fit in anywhere, right? Not saying that they can't fit in anywhere, but how do you feel about you being different as far as energy goes, and being in Baltimore and performing and moving around the city?
What's crazy is I always felt different. Always.
Okay.
From this tour, I never felt like I was like anybody else, and I just had to kind of be who I was. I battled with that at one point to have a moment of honesty, like, why am I so different? But I knew. After I knew, I'm like, yeah, that's why you're so different. That's why you're so different. So run with that shit. You know what I mean? So I've always been just kind of the eyeball, the pretty girl eyeball.
How they treat you?
Which is weird, right?
How they treat you as far as the peers and musicians?
It's love. It's love. Yeah, it's all love. I move around a lot in my city. Like, I can't go nowhere at this point. I can't even go to the gas station and buy my Rellos without niggas being like, "What's up, Neff?"
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, it's really dope. I've really been out here moving around, working. So yeah, it's dope.
Cool. Sip, you ready? Go ahead and introduce the record for us, please.
Yes, y'all. This is exclusive tonight on Hustle Firm Radio. Y'all hear it first. This is my new single, Motives, available everywhere online tomorrow through Adventures Music. Let's go, baby. Motives featuring Ron Dreams. Let's get it. They do call me Neffy. They just love to shorten it. They just like Neffy.
Because the fans,
I can't say NEFERTIII.
It's not that hard. If y'all can say Ray Shrimmer,
I can't say Ray Shrimmer. I still don't know them niggas' name. Ray Shrimmer,
Ray Shrimmer
in the shit and Google it.
Them the little niggas from Mississippi, but
y'all can spell NEFERTIITI. Come on now.
Are they from Mississippi?
Yeah, they from Tupelo.
Yeah, he would definitely know that. He's so big. He's so like.
Mississippi to the death of me, whole ass nigga.
It's the South period. It's the South period.
And this thing about Mississippi is sitting nose. You know what I'm saying? He went to school and studied for Mississippi.
Hey, Tim was the only one that caught my random ass Albert.
Oh man!
Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Hell yeah!
Hell yeah!
So the fans gave you a name and you ran with it.
Yeah,
I like Neffy.
I
can say that. I can't say Nefer.
Or they call me Neffy Raps, which is my handle. That's all my social media handles is Neffy Raps.
I feel safe with Neffy.
You feel safe?
I
want you to feel safe, Seth.
NEFERTIITI. Did I say it right?
Did
I say it right?
There you go. Boom.
I can't say.
I had to think. I had to try to say that.
Yeah,
you had to think.
They don't come to me natural.
Yeah,
NEFERTIITI.
My degree didn't get me all that
NEFERTIITI.
That's how we know y'all ain't studied no track with Black history.
I know, man. Come on, man.
First of all, we knew who NEFERTIITI was.
That's what I'm saying, though. Everybody
but that don't have nothing to do with me.
Rihanna got the little NEFERTIITI tattoo.
That don't have nothing to do with me being able to say it.
It does, because if you are familiar with her, you'll be able to say her name.
I'm familiar with Ray Shimon.
Sip is a fan. Don't get it twisted.
I'm familiar with Ray Shimon with his name, but I can't say the name.
I can't say
Shrimmer.
It's Ray Sherman. I don't know what it is.
Shimmer, I don't know what. I just call him Ray.
Ray Sherman.
I think that was right. I think that was close.
Which one is y'all Ray? Which one is y'all
Sherman?
Which one is y'all? That'd be me.
I'm saying.
Okay, so you've accomplished a lot. And how long have you been doing? How would you say you've been doing it?
I've been taking it seriously for only 3 years now.
And why you took it serious? Why you saw? Because you made a comment earlier, right?
Yeah.
Saying that once you discover your passion, you just keep going back to it.
Yeah, because I tried to be a normal person, and that shit just wasn't working. And I wasn't happy trying to be
people
normal.
Out at work.
Yeah, like the hostile motherfucker. Like I don't want to be here. You know what I mean? So it's like when you're creative, and I'm a Pisces. So Pisces are dreamers. We live.
Pisces.
When's your birthday?
February 25th. So it's coming up. So y'all send me gifts and all of that. You know.
Give me a cash app and stuff.
Yeah, let me get a cash site up. But I dream. Like Pisces, we just sometimes don't live. We live in a real world, but everything is about what's possible for us. So it's like, I couldn't just be normal, and I wasn't happy trying to be normal. So I'm like, I'd rather be happy and grind this shit out and accomplish my dreams than be normal, because I wasn't happy in that space. And now I'm happy. You can't tell me shit now because I'm doing what I want to do. I mean, it has ups and downs, like anything else.
Right.
But at least it's something that I love to do, and that I can live with and be happy with for the rest of my life. Yeah.
And you've accomplished a lot.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, baby. For since 3 years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You've signed.
Yeah, I was nominated for a Baltimore Music Award 2 years in a row. Last year before. So it was just amazing that for my city to even
recognize me.
It was a blessing. So yeah, it's really been it's been dope.
So Wave, this is a dope song.
Thank you.
How long did it take to make?
That's a good question.
She's a writer, so she writes.
Wave and Motive has two different fields.
When a person they're a writer, it means they're like not as a writer. Like he'll make one verse. He write one verse 10 times. Like
so. Boom. We mull over it.
Yeah, as a DJ, I noticed the immediate change in tempo and feel of Motives, and then you go to a more upbeat record with Waves or whatever. So that's just your, you stating your balance of, you making some, and then you ready to turn up and party a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. And I got some sexy joints coming too.
Okay.
And for the, I know the fellas been waiting for a little something, so I'm excited about that.
Are you single? Speaking of
that,
I'm talking to somebody.
Okay.
What does that mean? It means she's still single, guys. She's still single. When a lady say that I'm talking to someone, it means it's not like, you know what I'm saying? It's no like confident. Like,
you in a relationship with me.
She's open to niggas listening right now. Like, she like, yo, Nick, you better make a move.
You in a relationship with me. You in a relationship with me.
If you listen.
No, you should serious. So would you being so attractive and doing music in this industry? This industry is very, 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 very sexual.
Yeah.
How do you manage to work with producers and just entertainment individuals, knowing you're very attractive?
And that butt, dude.
How do you balance? I
Joy, did you see it, Joy?
Did you see it, Joy?
Joy, you got competition.
I saw it when she sat down. I was just like,
yes. No additives or fillers. Just
Joy, you got competition, Joy.
Do I?
Yeah, you got competition.
Sorry, we could be booty
I seen it a while ago. I was like, dang, man. She was hosting somewhere I was DJing.
Yeah. That was a dope party too.
Is that why you a fan of? Because you've been talking about it a whole lot.
I've been telling you about it, but she was dope when she hosted the party.
You sure? What was you looking at?
I looked at her butt. Well, first I'm not going to sit here and lie. I'm not going to say
he had the party lit too.
Yeah, of course. Thank you.
He had it turned up.
Thank you, but she was hosting.
He tried to impress you. Go ahead.
No, she was dope. And
she's from Pisces, and Pisces are like we
on the cusp, so like we kind of like, you know what I'm saying, we kind of
they're like my equal.
I'm like a Pisces, Aries too.
We're already lovers.
We're lovers, Pisces.
Yeah. I don't believe in all that shit, but anyway, like I was saying, how do you manage to maneuver in this industry, knowing you're very attractive and your focus is to get your dream out?
It's a challenge because, it just is what it is for females in the industry. But you just have to know what you came to do, because at the end of the day, it's better to be respected for the business that you do than to, try to just get it in other ways. And I don't knock girls that do that, and I'm not against people dealing with people or whatever happens, right? But then in the same token, you just have to be careful. Like, you just got to be careful when you got to move a certain way. You got to be about your business. That's the most important part. I'm about my business first, and then everything else is a plus.
So what advice would you give a young lady, just say you appeared out there that seeking some information on how to maneuver in this game?
Know the business. Be a student in the game first. That's one thing I was a student. Like, even from Chris and Dex, I learned from these guys. You know what I mean? Like, I actually have to be a student of the game to know, where I need to fit in certain environments and how I need to move. Like, you have to know that. You can't just rely on somebody to show you the way, because that way you can easily get taken advantage of.
That's their way, not your way.
You know what I mean? And it can easily turn into something completely different that you didn't want it to be. So that's probably my best advice.
Okay. Your team around you, is your team around your family?
No, we got Imani in here. That's my personal manager / everything. She's been down with NEFFY from day one. We met in college, and that's when I first started doing the music, and she got behind it. She was like, yo, you dope as fuck, and we gonna rock out. So she's been day one. And of course, I have PR. Shout out to my PR team. And of course, I'm rocking with Chris and Dex. Dex is VP of marketing for Adventures and for Murder Inc. So, I got a little team around me. So we making moves.
How's your relationship with Boogie Bird?
Boogie, he's cool. He's the homie. He actually He produced, the Process record.
Okay.
That we did on Chris's album. So yeah, he's dope. He actually came to the shoot too.
Do you kind of look at his situation with Gotti and you know, and you know, kind of use that as a blueprint.
Yeah, and the beauty of it is they will give you the blueprint. If you rock with them and you follow what they teach you, because that's part of what they do. Part of what Adventures is teaching independent artists. Even if you're on distribution through them, you still have to invest in your brand. You still have to make certain moves, whether it be through investors or what have you. So there's still a level of business that you still have to do. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, you get with them, they're gonna show you like, this ain't no middleman. These are the guys. Like, they ran Murder Inc. records. Now, you know, Irv is doing Tales, you know, with BT, and then Chris is branching off with the Adventures music, you know, and they're revamping Murder Inc. So, you know, these are the guys. If you want to learn from anybody, this is who you need to learn from. So that's really been a blessing. But yeah, absolutely, be a student of the game first. That's really helped me.
Do you hope to be like one of the first female artists of the new Murder Inc.?
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe I would. That would be really dope. But Boogie really, I love these guys because they take you under their wing and they're gonna show you. So they like, look at Boogie, look at what he accomplished, because Boogie was on Adventures first. He was on Adventures. He worked hard. He learned from them. And Boogie is now on Murder Inc. Records because of his experience with Chris and Adventures music. And he deserved it. He worked really hard to get where he's at. So, yeah, it definitely makes me hopeful. Yeah. BET Jam of the Week and everything. Hey. Yeah, he definitely was. Shout out Boogie.
Boogie, that's a talented dude, man. All around everything.
Yeah, he does it all.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, he produced the Process record. He's really dope. He was playing beats in the studio. I'm like, yo, it's crazy. Like,
yeah, he's lit. Oh my God. Yeah, he's lit.
Yeah.
Shout out to Boogie Bird. Yeah. So what can we, aside from the EP, what can we, is there any secrets for 2018? What are you expecting for 2018? What do you have set in mind?
More success, more growth. That's winning for me.
Any short-term goal, travel, shows, collaboration?
Yeah, absolutely.
Who do you have to collab with right now? It doesn't matter, across the nation, across the country, or with the entire world.
You know what I think would be a dope collab? I would love like a Badu collab or a Lauren collab. That would be dope. Like something like that would be dope. Yeah.
Any male?
Male? That's a good question. Who would I collab? Kendrick, Cole, Nas. That would be dope. Like, so could you imagine in the studio with Nas?
You a hip hop head. Like, you a hip hop. You love hip hop.
I love hip hop, but I do listen to everything. Like, I listen to everything. But when you say anybody, I'm gonna pick, you know, those guys, somebody I really
somebody locally. I think
mess with.
I would personally like to see you work with. I would think somebody like Pinky.
Oh, I love Pinky. She's dope.
Locally?
Yeah. Pinky Killicone is dope.
Oh, Killicone. Okay.
Yeah. I think y'all would make like a dope little record together. No doubt. And the visual would probably be crazy.
It'd probably be crazy. Yeah. I'm a fan of her work. Yeah, definitely.
I would love to hear you on something like something like this out of your it's not expected from you.
Oh, trust, that's coming.
It's coming.
This EP.
You got something like that?
Singing?
You got some country shit, some rock.
No, I ain't got no country.
You singing?
I played around with singing, but I'm using my vocal abilities a little bit more on this. So you'll hear me through my verses, taking it different places and stuff like that. Okay. Yeah.
So Joy asked a question earlier about your writing process. What is that like?
I smoke a lot, so that's a must. Like, when I go to the studio, shout out my producer, he knows I bring dark. 9 times out of 10 it's Henny or Crown Royal, and I bring some tree, or he has some tree, and I smoke. I drink a little bit, and I'm usually prepared though. By the time I get to the studio, I've already at least written most of whatever I'm going to do. Time is money. I ain't sitting in there for 6 hours like, oh, what am I going to do? You know what I mean? So I usually come prepared, but to get in that zone and really get in my pocket, that's what I do.
Okay. Do you freestyle?
I can a little bit, a little something.
That's not your...
Don't say that around me.
He get ready to throw a beat on.
Yeah, you ain't throwing no beats on.
You got no bars for us tonight?
I can spit some bars. I ain't gonna freestyle for you, but I can spit some bars for you.
You want?
Oh, tell us how you really feel.
Let me get on my best bull and I'll freestyle for you.
You want some bars? How about some bars?
I'll give you some bars.
Yeah, I want some bars.
Some bars. You want to
give me some bars. I'll be okay with
He'll
that.
settle for the bars.
He's mad. He's upset. Sick, he was loving me like 5 minutes ago.
You big mad.
So we can't be arguing already.
Sip is a fan though. You know that, right? He's a big fan.
He is. No, Sip showed me love. We met at an event that, like he said, that we was hosting, and he was dope off break. I was like, all right, let me. I think I sent you a couple of records that night, and he was rocking with him. So we've been cool ever since.
Yeah, he's a fan.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
So you can give bars.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit.
All right, what you got for me?
Any instrumental?
Anything, yeah.
You want an instrumental?
Yeah, you got.
I can do acapella.
No,
you want acapella?
Let's give you a beat.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
You want acapella?
Acapella, you sure?
No, do a beat.
Because I don't know what
Rock, paper,
she might have
scissors.
rolled into a different type of beat. I might pick.
I
Go
can do
ahead.
acapella.
Let's just
Go
acapella
ahead.
be safe.
Go ahead.
Acapulco.
You never know who you dealing with. I pop off in 2 seconds, test me, regret it, make you wonder if your life worth living. Make you quit this rap shit, say I'm finished. I'm fully loaded like a full clip, cute face, thick hips, always hit, never miss, take a hit of the piff like a G. I run it, you will see I'm head bitch. Keep my name off your motherfucking lips. HBIC NEFFY. I be on my fly shit 24/7. Never catch me slipping on my shit all the time. Even when I'm on some chill shit, I'm still fly. What's a dime to a diamond? Body of a goddess. Give a little bit, then I starve them. Get it how I live, no problem. The lifestyle, the money is the motive. Chill with them, my niggas always holding. Niggas on some other shit, Lamar Odom. I am taking over. I already told you. Picking rap bitches off, bitch, game over.
Yeah.
You good with that?
Yeah, I'm good with that. I'm good with that. All right, so what can we expect from you this year?
This year, a lot more shows, a lot more touring, a lot more hitting, a lot more cities. I'm actually in Philly this Friday. I'm doing a show called The Kickback. Follow me everywhere to keep up with me at NEFFY Rats. But I'm in Philly Friday. I turn around and go to Jersey to do the Chris show on the 7th. And then that weekend, I'm flying to Atlanta for the Motives video shoot, which is going to be crazy. I'm doing some crazy shit in that video, so y'all got to watch out for that. And then when we fly back, I have a show in Baltimore right after Valentine's Day, like a little, Valentine's Day show. So we working, man, doing media and press around Motives too. So, yeah.
Crazier than the snake video.
Yes. Yes, it's out
when
there.
it was rapping with the snake, I was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You afraid of so you cool with
That was my
snakes?
first. I had to be drunk as shit because the guy who did the video, shout out Chauncey. I was in the dressing room getting dressed, and he was like, all right, Neff, you ready? I'm like, no, I'm not ready. He was like, it's all right. And he comes in with it, and I'm trying to get acclimated, and I'm like, what the fuck am I about to do? So I had to get drunk, but once I got drunk, I held it, and I was like, oh, tensed up. I was nervous, so it was nervous. So I'm just like, oh my God. And the owner was like, just relax.
So they can really sense that?
They can sense it. He sensed it. And he was like, and I was like, but the owner was like, relax, like, it's gonna hang off of you like a tree. He was trying to walk me through it. So he was like, if you relax, it'll just hang. So I had to just
let it go.
Because he wanted to be like all up like this and
no,
shit.
No, it wasn't moving. It was just tense because I was tense. So it was like kind of.
I would have fainted.
It didn't wrap around me, but I could tell that it wasn't like just,
I would have dropped the snake and everything.
Until I relaxed, and then it was cool. And then we couldn't play the music too loud too, because that made it tense.
Yeah, you did a really good job. When you was on there rapping, I was like, I would have been like,
I just hope
we would never got that video done. I would have peed myself, all kind of shit.
Yeah, I just hope I never to be in that position ever. I wouldn't be able to do it.
Glad I don't rap.
You know what's funny?
My grandma was like, baby,
I had
they don't play that.
I had a
what
snake when I was like 14 years of age, and
Mm-hmm.
it tried to it went against the aquarium and tried to bite me. And ever since then, I've been
ain't a whole bunch of snakes in Jamaica. I was just asking. I just thought maybe it might have been a whole bunch of snakes in Jamaica.
You know what? I'm gonna fat ass. That was
just thought maybe
it's a fat nigga joke.
I just thought maybe because it's so much like tall grass and tall greenery and shit. It's a whole bunch of snakes.
Yeah, it's a bunch of snakes in Jamaica. A bunch of fat snakes too.
Yo, you know what that reminded me of? Remember that time we went to the grocery store and I was like, what's a good mango? Can you show you how to pick a mango? He's like, what the fuck, Joy? Because I'm from Jamaica. You know how to pick a mango. I was like, oh yeah.
That nigga is a fruit liaison, probably.
He was like, yo, you're racist as shit.
That nigga probably a fruit liaison.
I swear to God, it was like a legit question. I was like, well, how do you pick a right mango? He's like, oh, what the fuck? Well, because I'm from Jamaica, you think I know? I ain't saying nothing.
That nigga can tell you all about. I know you can tell you all about fruit, mangoes.
It was like a real live question.
That was some racist shit.
Oh man, don't treat my man's like that.
What was wrong with her? She was sick. Oh, she was sick out. I was sick, and then she said, something. I said, I went, got to the grocery store, hanging out. We're on my phone and shit. She shopping. She pops out. How do I pick a good mango?
Oh, I swear, it was just like a legit ass question.
You know, did he tell you?
No, he got mad. Like
some racist shit.
I was up there smelling it. I was like,
we need you for your tools.
What's a good mango? He was like, what the fuck?
We need you for your tools, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? You knew how to pick out that mango. You should have told her.
Your snake question was like a legit question.
It was a legit question.
They got a bunch of snakes in Clinton, Maryland. A bunch of bushes back there.
She from Bowie.
It don't matter, but
I'm not
saying,
from Bowie.
You're from Bowie. You're from Bowie.
I didn't start saying that.
Your glasses fit you well. Put them back on.
She is cracking up. No, but no snakes though. Some whips. Someone had some whips and some other stuff in the video.
Which video?
Like dominatrix?
Maybe. What kind of whips?
Maybe.
What kind of
whips?
You
wear a leather outfit?
A bull whip.
Oh. When you shooting?
We shooting it the February 10th in Atlanta.
Oh, that's my mom's birthday. Awesome.
You gonna put on dominatrix outfit for the video too?
Maybe.
The whole leather.
You gotta check for it.
Leather boots.
You gotta check for it.
I don't like pain like that.
There's the whole 50 Shades of Grey vibe.
That don't turn me on. That scares me.
Not completely, but check for it.
That's scary.
I'm gonna be looking for when it's supposed to drop.
You from Baltimore too? You probably not a fight.
It's gonna be a quick time, huh?
I said you from Baltimore too.
I always know how to throw hands though.
You probably take a good lick too. You gotta pop your head real good.
Are you a fighter?
I'm not a fighter, but I've been in positions where I've had to.
In high school, college?
I mean, because sometimes being like the pretty girl, you actually get picked on sometimes. But,
Have you had to count on your fingers how many times you fought?
Not many. Probably like less than 5.
That's a lot.
Because but I love people. I give love, so I don't be fighting unless somebody's coming for me. And I haven't had to in a long time. Like it's been a very long time since I was like a teenager. So
I don't fight.
Probably like
I don't see you getting to no fight.
14.
I've fought
15.
Before.
It's been a while.
I barely believe that.
I will.
That Jordan got into a fight.
Yeah, I got into a fight when I was younger.
People never.
When you're younger, it's different. Like you be in school and girls be tripping. Like it's different. But in my adult life, absolutely not. But if I have to throw my hands, I know how to do it.
Yeah, I never used to fight. I used to pull out a knife all the time.
You look like the.
I was
crazy.
I was all fighting ass.
You look like you used
to fight.
You can't tell by my goddamn hands. I was old fighting ass nigga.
I was knocking niggas out with them.
Nah, I never used to fight. How was that?
And then Jocko my brother too, so that kind of.
He's troublemaker.
Yeah.
I don't got a lot of fights. It's always stay with a knife. When time shit pop off with a knife, everybody's like,
"You used to yell before you pull it out."
Yeah,
because we don't have to worry about
like,
no.
Like a special
I'm
kid.
Right now.
I'll cut you right now. You wanna leave?
Nah. I used to actually, So
Say the God.
A little sticky. Hey,
I'll cut you like a mango.
Damn.
Anyway.
You like I jumped over.
Slice up in the ear right now. Slice up in the ear.
I'll jerk you like some chicken.
Shit.
Damn.
Yo, I'll find y'all niche, yo. Y'all find y'all niche. Hey, they did this like 2 weeks ago.
Stretch.
See, I was on your side.
Put on some dance hall music. This nigga gonna jump out this goddamn table right now.
You know how to dance?
You believe him?
Hell yeah,
Do you know how to dance?
I'm gonna text you.
You gonna show me
You believe him?
that you can dance?
He
No,
can
but you
dance.
believe him?
Don't believe him.
I mean, you
Believe
look like
him.
you might can dance.
He's Jamaican.
I
He
don't
can
doubt
dance.
it.
Rewinding.
I mean, not because you're Jamaican, but
That's the
try-
main
you try
reason he can
sugarcoat
dance.
this shit?
He's Jamaican.
I'm not trying to say that.
What you trying to
No,
say? What
no,
you trying to say?
no. I know a lot. I know
like
dancers. He do not look like no dancer.
Safari can dance. He's Jamaican.
Can he dance?
Yeah.
I don't follow him. So I
Safari
don't
be
know.
like
Safari be
hot
good,
blocking
too.
and
I
shit.
can't
Prez
dance.
can do all that too.
Prez be like ponding the river.
Prez can book up.
Yo, you know what?
Prez,
Prez can book up, man.
I was on your side. I was on your side, Prez.
Singing the plane and shit. Singing the plane and that sing not the plane.
That nigga be real. That nigga be real tone and all.
Not
He was in Sean Paul video and shit. You was there.
Oh, good one, Joy. Oh, he won.
Is that a good
Damn.
one?
Just give me that face ass.
It's alright.
Video was popping though.
It's cool.
It was
That's
popping
all.
back.
With his netted shirt on. I seen it.
Not the netted shirt.
And his Clarks.
That is not right.
My nigga had on a netted shirt and some Clarks.
I ain't gonna say shit.
That's not right.
I got a bunch of Clarks. That's facts.
Oh god.
I ain't gonna say shit.
Hey, Clarks do be fly though. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Yeah,
They
that's-
Clarks
Wait,
do
which
fly.
ones?
A bunch of them. All of them.
Oh, I know which ones you talking about. Like the little
They like shoes.
moccasin
I got
joints.
like probably 3-4 pair of Clarks in my closet
Clarks
right
are
now.
nice, yeah.
Yeah, Clarks
Talking
is
about
fly for some Jamaican
Like some
shit.
preppy swag.
It's it's Jamaican though. I'm just saying, it's some Jamaican ass shit. It's some, y'all got vibes, Gartel.
Don't worry, I got both of y'all.
Has
It's
a
cool.
song. And matter of fact, vibes is your guy.
No. Don't
Vibes-
try.
do you like-
No, keep going.
Can I ask you a question?
No, I don't want no question.
Can I ask you a question?
No.
Do you
I'm
like?
not playing with you.
I didn't even say
Let me
shit.
Can I ask you a question? Do you like?
Keep going.
Do you both like? Do you like
Oh
the
my
dark skin
God.
vibes and the bleached vibes?
Oh my God, here we go.
He's not bleached.
Yeah, but he might. But he's a
Let
big
him-
Vibes Cartel fan though.
Vibes Carter is the best artist ever lived.
So what do you think about him as his bleach state?
The same way I feel about Michael Jackson playing with little boys. None of my business. I focus on his art. Michael Jackson's a legend. A big fan. Just like R. Kelly, big fan. I don't care what he do with little girls. I'm still a fan. Ah.
Like how he do a little girls. I'm still a fan.
Yeah.
I just want to know what vibes he likes.
Oh god.
I just told you. I like
He
the
the
musician
biggest.
vibe.
And Vibes got a song called Clarks.
Yeah.
I saw where you was going with that.
In Fever.
Yeah. Shit, Jesus, and
I didn't understand nothing you just said.
That's cool. You're not supposed to.
Yeah, I got to it. Yeah.
Joy is dying, yo.
Why y'all be going
She
on
in
friends
tears.
like that?
Jamaican.
You ain't shit for doing
Nah.
that to him.
Whatever, Joy. Don't try it.
What?
You got it coming too. Both of y'all got it coming. I'm waiting. I had y'all for like 8 months straight. Something cool.
What are you talking about?
I had y'all for 8 months
We
straight.
love
Cool.
your whole Jamaican culture. We with you.
Yeah, fuck that shit. Don't try it. You still got it coming. Don't worry. I got you. I got both of y'all.
I know you're gonna get me one day. So
Yeah.
You ain't never gonna give me.
I ain't worried
Stay
though.
ready.
Okay.
You
whatever.
know I'm loaded.
Whatever.
I'm loaded.
Whatever.
Cause it's pretty.
Go.
Cause I can't really say ain't shit in Mississippi, so I can't say shit.
Yep. Except
That's
Big
where you
Craig.
from?
Unfortunately.
Born and
I don't know
raised
much
in
about Mississippi.
Biloxi, Mississippi.
She said I don't
It
know
ain't
much
much to know
about
about.
Mississippi. She said I don't know
And
much
one thing I
about
know-
It ain't
Mississippi.
nothing to
Nothing. David Banner and Big Craig. That's it.
You damn
Yeah.
better have said Big
That
Craig, cause
don't-
I'm finna fight your ass.
That
You
nigga's
had not
whack.
said-
Wait, who?
Oh God.
Who's what?
She didn't mention Big Craig in the
He's
lineup.
not my top 5, but I
Exactly.
respect his music.
First of all,
I can
don't-
appreciate his music.
Don't disrespect Big Craig.
No, I
Niggas
think
whack.
Big Crit is
Fuck
dope.
Vibes
That
Cartel.
Cadillac record is
It's
crazy.
okay. I don't care about that. That's between you and Vibes Cartel.
Vibes Cartel is overrated.
I don't care. That's between you and him.
Yeah, I know
he is. That nigga is sexual as fuck.
Tight nigga.
You real
Tight. Fuck
tight.
you.
That's what I'm saying.
He was always saying, he's like,
I know.
fuck bars.
Fuck big crit.
I got him. He's
you don't sound like you from Mississippi.
That's the radio voice.
Oh,
whatever.
So when you get off, you gonna be country.
Fake as shit.
Okay.
Fake as shit. Trying to be presentable.
Okay.
That's all that. Yeah.
All right. I got you. I just had that.
Anyway, man. Yeah. Good. Clap it up for both of you guys. You guys are good.
Yeah. Make some noise for yourself, Joy.
Y'all went in. Y'all
I know what he's doing.
Good job.
Why we
My
clapping?
fat ass started sweating hot. Huh?
Why we clapping?
Yeah, did a good job.
He told us to clap it up for him.
Oh, for us?
Yeah, you guys. What? It's 2 shows now.
Because we was going on you.
It was Yana Marie's show and this show.
Was it?
Yeah, but it's cool. I mean, 8 months I've been getting both of y'all, so it's cool. I'm cool with that.
You ain't been getting me. Don't do that. You been getting Sip.
I've been getting you.
You been getting
low. I've been getting you. You.
It's a real love.
This is what you do. You switch a conversation, and when you in your feelings, you switch. Anyway, like I was saying.
It's bad. You right.
You're right. I got both of you guys, especially Sip.
You get Sip more than you get me.
I done some better DJ than Sip, and he like.
You saying
I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my shit.
Y'all funny as shit, though.
I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my shit.
This was supposed to be before you come on the show, but now since you're a part of this now, you become part of the family.
Hey, it's
now.
cool. I like to turn on.
Like real talk. If this ever happens to somebody in the interview, like we're completely comfortable with it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's good.
A lot of times we be like, so yeah, let's
we be talking like we get it's all about you, but if some shit like this goes down.
That's because y'all got the drink and everything. You be like, what's up, drink? I'm like, y'all be turning up.
No,
I'm not drinking, though.
I don't think it's the drink.
And I've been baby.
This is your natural.
This is my natural high.
She's the energy box to the show.
She's a big bundle.
She's the energy box to the show.
Spirit fingers.
He's a fat nigga of the show, and I'm the asshole. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's facts.
He's a fat nigga who can like run up like 5 steps. You know what I'm saying?
Oh damn.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Glad we don't have steps, right, Sip?
Yeah, he wouldn't make it in the show. He'd be late every day.
And then you be having equipment and
He be sweating and shit.
The back fat. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna stop. I'm so sorry, Sip.
Like I'm fat, but I'm not immobile. Okay.
I'm so sorry, Sip. I'm done.
I have fit people legs. Okay.
Like, the show starts at 8. I gotta be there at 7.
Fit person's leg.
I got fit person. I have in shape legs. Okay.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. Okay.
The show starts at 8.
I'm
be there at
sexy
7.
as shit from the waist down, my nigga.
Did he say sexy?
I'm very sexy from the waist
down.
From the waist down, nigga. It's popping, nigga. These thighs is ridiculous, nigga.
If Sip's girlfriend,
cut it out.
Yeah, you gotta cut that.
Cut it out. I'm about to die in this corner.
I have sexy ass legs, Joy.
You do, Sip. You so.
Thank you.
Yes,
Joy making you feel good as shit.
She got make me feel. I look at these motherfuckers every time I get out the shower.
Well, I made both of y'all feel good. I told you
You
look
made me
cute.
feel-
I told you look cute today.
I don't care. Don't even tell me that shit.
What
Keep
the
it a compliment.
How you not gonna accept a compliment?
Fuck your compliment. Fuck everything that you say. Yeah, fuck that. Keep that.
You're so rude.
They about to start arguing about it.
That is so rude.
They about to start arguing for real.
I think
You
so.
That
sense
is
it?
not cool.
felt it.
If somebody give you a
Some
compliment,
Pisces got like
you
an
should-
intuition.
If you're not somebody,
You know my birthday's on the cusp.
If
Some
somebody,
Pisces and Aries.
Yo.
too.
When's your birthday?
if
March
somebody give me a
21st.
compliment, but you,
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm
Oh, so you
right
don't want my
there.
compliment.
You right there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
keep it
Fuck you then.
You're
Fuck you
right
won't
there.
never get another money.
Look, I told you, look, they about to start arguing for real.
That's cool.
Look,
Talking
they
about something you don't
totally
like my
feel bad.
compliment.
Thank
your
you.
whack ass.
I like
Your
compliments.
stupid hoodie. Shut
Yeah.
up with your dumb hoodie.
I actually like his hoodie.
You feel it. Look
I
at you.
actually like his. I actually like
His hoodie's dumb, Sip. It's not cute. Hoodie's dumb as shit and with the matching shoes looking stupid as
Oh,
shit.
you mad.
The fuck? Fucking taking your little 5th grade class
Yeah.
picture head ass. I can't hate him. I told you that. It really just pissed me off. It really just pissed me off.
If I get a compliment, it has to be good.
I'm taking my glass back. This nigga is so unappreciative. You're unappreciative and I'm over it. I'm not dealing with unappreciative people in the new year. Fuck you, Prez.
Look at that.
That is not funny. That really just pissed pissing you off.
He's falling out of the chair. It's not a game at Hustle Firm today.
He just really pissed me off.
It's not a game.
You see how easy that was?
It's not a
He just
game.
really made me mad. Because I was like, oh, fuck you and your comment. Fuck you.
You see how easy that was?
I don't give a fuck. Shut up.
Look at that.
Bye. I'm done with you. Bye. We're done.
So
Sip is not funny.
So we had two people crying tears today.
Sip is
You
not.
was laughing, crying tears. Sip is out. Like it's a wrap. Y'all are crazy.
No, that's
Y'all
crazy.
fun though.
Yeah, she should have thought about that when she was going on me.
It's not funny. It's not even funny.
Oh shit! Nigga crying for real. Oh shit!
But it's not funny.
Oh shit! It is funny.
It's not funny.
Let a nigga laugh, man.
Oh shit. Oh shit, y'all gotta get together.
You got.
You gotta get it together, my nigga. So we gotta get it.
Y'all gotta get this shit together.
You the one in real tears.
You need one of those asthma shit? What the fuck? You good? You need, what the fuck is that called?
This is supposed to be a
what is that
professional.
called?
It's an inhaler.
No one asked you, Joy.
Shut you just said what is it called? What the fuck?
You're nobody.
You need to go back to school.
Nobody
Take your dumb ass back to school. Anyway.
Nobody asked you shit. You're
I'm helping you out. I'm helping you out. I'm helping you out. I'm helping you out with your dumb ass. It's an inhaler. He gonna say, what's the thing you go like this?
Huh?
You talking about Flonase?
No, whatever. You need help, man. Like,
Shit. I need a napkin and a fan. I'm hot.
it's crying for real.
Oh shit. Y'all are so motherfucking funny.
Why y'all got Joy mad, yo?
I'm not mad.
Oh, you're not mad. Look at you.
You feel uncomfortable yet, nephew?
Oh.
I'm good.
You think it's funny?
I'm Gucci. No, y'all are good.
Nah, y'all
are funny.
misbehaving.
It's all love, believe it or not.
Oh, man.
Like, believe it or not.
Bless
It's all
you.
love.
Thank you.
All right, let's get back
Me
to
between
nephew.
you and I.
Yeah, fuck about you.
Fuck you.
don't
Nobody's been talking to you. Turn his mic off.
Shit, he working the board over there. Like, I don't know.
Man, you're a dick! You're a dick! You're a dick, bro! You're a goddamn dick!
That's a good idea.
Anyway, so Neffy. I fucking hate you. Yo, we are turning up. Oh my god.
Wait, no. Oh, okay.
Anyway.
What you drinking, Hennessy? You drinking
Anyway,
Hennessy?
we
Yeah, I got Henny in my
Is
cup.
it straight?
It's straight.
That's what I'm talking about.
Don't let the NEFERTIITI fool you. Okay, don't let the name fool you.
Hey, she smoke weed and she drink Henny straight.
Hey, listen, I'm a real chick. Like, I
I'm
can
talking
still
about
be
me.
a goddess and be a real chick. Like, I'm a
Yeah,
real person.
you know
I
what
don't want
I'm
to
saying?
feel like a,
So what
my
what
real
you
self.
do in like your spare time? Like when you're not, we know music is life. But when you're not really like doing it, I'm sorry, I keep
You're right.
kicking you. I'm so
I know we over
sorry.
here playing footsie and
I
stuff.
know.
Yeah.
So like when you're not like doing music and stuff, like what are some of your vices? Like we know you roll it up, you drink Henny straight. Are you a wine girl, red, white?
Dark Henny, Crown Royal. But I'm really spontaneous.
You know, it's a lot of sugar in that.
Is it really?
It's a lot of sugar.
That's why I
in
stopped
I
drinking
believe
it.
you.
Hear that
Maybe I should do
Nobody
skinny
want to hear
vodka.
that shit.
That's why I
shit.
stopped drinking it, for real.
Really?
Yeah.
I know.
I learned
It's all- it's
I did
all-
the research.
should.
It's
It's
so
all
much
bad.
sugar in that. It's crazy.
Girl, don't
Wow.
listen to that.
Yeah.
Girl, don't listen. Girl,
It
don't
tastes
listen.
good though.
Don't let them.
You see his
It's
size?
all bad.
Niffy,
It's all
you see his
Henny.
size?
It's all Henny.
Like,
That was a good one. That was a good one.
I'm more of a smoker than a drinker. Like I'm more like a social drinker.
they smoked for the first time like a couple
We
weeks
didn't
ago.
smoke.
It wasn't. It was an edible.
Same difference.
Get the facts right. Your fat is suffocating your brains.
Well, somebody around here outside of me.
I did smoke.
Somebody outside of me hit a blunt for the first time
It was me.
and was texting me like how to come down from a high. Like 2 days later.
Yeah, that shit was
that's a
crazy.
non-smoker for you. It's gonna take a couple days.
That was me too.
It was bad.
Probably 72 hours I was fucked up, no lie. And I
Really?
Yeah, it was
You never smoked before?
I have.
Okay.
The thing is, I don't get high.
Got
but
you.
it wasn't more so from I didn't smoke the edibles because we had like ice cream.
We had ice cream, cookies. We had
Cookies.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
we was chilling shit, blah blah blah.
Fuck this up.
Nigga, I live like 5 minutes from here. I'll put my address in my GPS to get home. Yeah, that was the next day.
You did not tell me that.
Yeah, that was facts.
Wow.
The next day, I was laughing at myself like, yo, what the fuck?
I don't follow edibles though.
But the crazy part about it, that
it's like a love-hate relationship for me.
What?
Like if I have an edible, I still smoke too.
I smoked this thing yesterday.
Never again.
Damn, I wish I could remember the vendor's name so I can give him a shout out to. I can't even remember. I worked a cannabis party last night, and one of the vendors gave me this like little thing, like this blunt, like wrapped in some more. Man, I've never put a blunt out in my life, and I put that bitch out.
You wrapped it in what?
It was like
the wax.
It was like racks. So it was the blunt, and then it was like wrapped in some other shit too.
Yeah, he waxed you up.
Sit real quick before
I put that hoe out.
We got like 10 minutes. I want to give you like 2 minutes to touch on what's going on right now in the city. There's a couple spots got shut down.
Okay.
That they're listing this is as a distribution location, and they're charging these people with distribution offense. In the
They locking niggas up.
Yep. So all these weed events right now, like niggas is shaking. There's no more weed events going on like that.
That's not true. That's not true.
I mean, they are going on, but they're more careful in the measurement of what they bring. And of course, if you bring, you can't make money because you got to go back out and bring. You feel me? How do you feel about that, like as a DJ? Because you DJ a lot of these events.
I mean, well, to be honest with you, it really hasn't affected me yet. I haven't been anywhere that's had those type of issues. And I'm always gonna be good. I'm just a DJ.
Yeah, but I'm more so.
But no, I just hope
as far as them decriminalizing marijuana.
They decriminalize, but what the problem is a lot of these, a lot of the like places that they're having them were serving liquor. So with them serving liquor, the ABC was coming in there, and you're not supposed to be, serving liquor and being a vendor. And then when these vendors be just in there selling stuff and not have no vendor's license.
Okay.
So what they cracking down now on with the I-71 stuff is they're not really worried about flour anymore, because in the club or in a public place or whatever, it's because it is legal in DC. You can have up to 2 ounces per person. They don't know how many people are in that establishment, so they're not necessarily locking people up for like weed or any type, but they're locking people up for like edibles and concentrates and stuff like that. That's what they're locking up people for. They're not locking up people for the actual
legal
weed.
In DC, right?
Well, it's decriminalized.
It's legal. It's you can use weed.
Like legal.
Yeah.
You can use weed for recreational purposes in DC.
Oh, really?
So what what's going on is that people are selling it, and they're not supposed to be selling it. They're supposed to be donating it, but that's flour. But they can't. It's like they try to do it like a class 1 or class 2 drug with the edibles and the concentrate, because they don't have no way of really knowing what's in it or how much in it. They could be like, oh well, you drugging people up, because they have no really way of saying what it is,
measuring how much of the actual
what's really in it. So they're cracking down on stuff like that. So I mean, it's still places that have them. I still have them. I'm working 4 of them this weekend, but that's just me personally. I try not to. I keep it away from like my social media, because I feel like that is stupid, to be promoting it on social media, because that is a way for people and then the cannabis community is a word of mouth community. You really don't need to do a whole bunch of promoting behind it. You know what I'm saying? You just need to get to a couple people, and people are gonna be there. But the places that I've been working haven't had any issues.
Yeah.
Cool.
Except for one that got busted Wednesday, but they just moved the party.
Okay.
And I wasn't there.
The party we did together was dope though.
I was there last night.
Oh,
I'm there every Wednesday night.
Yeah.
So
I need to come on Wednesday then.
You party in the city often? You always decide
I'm out there often. Yeah, I know a few people out here.
All you gotta do is link up. I
know a few people out here. I love DC. I be moving around. Like, I'm not stagnant. I be out here almost just as much as I'm in my city.
Yeah, I'm always doing something.
I be moving around. Yeah.
I'm always around some weed, my nigga.
I'm not like the be more against DC person.
I stay around some weed.
How you feel about that?
Hey, them weed people be paying.
That's a big issue to me.
They
right
pay
now.
better than the nightclubs.
Yeah, this even BMO against DC and Maryland and VA.
Did y'all see
when BMO come and play? It's like a four. Instead of tri-state, it's now 4 states because BMO gets separated. Of course, Maryland gets separated, and DC and Virginia. So how you feel about that, especially in the industry you're in right now?
I think it's getting better, in my opinion, but maybe it's just my experience. You know what I mean? I've never had, separation. And maybe because I lived out here for a short period, so it's like I kind of understand the culture. Like some people from Baltimore, if you're from the trenches of Baltimore, you may not understand the culture, and it's different. It is different, but you know how black people are sometimes. Like we like, oh, that's different from what I know. But at the end of the day, Baltimore is still Maryland. Like, it's right there. So it's like, regardless, we right here together. So, I think it's getting better personally. I've always come out here and y'all have showed me love. And it's never been an issue for me that I can see. Nobody's ever said, oh, you from Baltimore, I'll fuck with you. Because, I just bring my own vibe. You know what I mean? Right. And I think that works for me because I'm able to be fluid in a lot of different spaces. Some Baltimore artists aren't as fluid, I feel.
Right.
If that makes sense.
So I don't know if this is a direct correlation, but did y'all see the top 10 cities for African Americans?
I did. The Forbes joint.
Yeah, the Forbes 10 cities that are doing, the African Americans are doing good economically. DC's number 1, Baltimore's number 4.
Yeah, I think Atlanta was like number 2 or something.
And Richmond is number 10. And I think that has some type of direct correlation with the cannabis industry as well. Yeah, because it allows people, mom and pop people that weren't able to make any money, niggas with records, they were able to come out, it's number 10.
Nah, I
10 is DC is number 10. I mean, DC's number 1.
Right, because that's where all the money
is legal in DC. I mean, so
I don't think it's because of that.
Y'all don't understand how much money is really involved in this cannabis community.
But is it taxed? Is it like, it's not taxable, so it's no way to really.
Some ways it's taxable
to understand or to count.
It is because you do
or to keep track of like how much the city's number 1 is because of Capitol Hill.
Exactly.
But because of
that's like
But that's African. We're talking about African Americans.
It's Capitol Hill. You have to think of Capitol Hill. You got to think of.
You can't
because we would have been on the list 2-3 years ago.
What Mississippi? What? Say what?
DC would have been on.
You can't. You really cannot sit here and tell me the reason that Washington D.C. is number 1 is because of some weed.
I'm just saying a lot of it is cannabis influence. It is cannabis influence.
Like Joy said, you cannot count that money. So you can't put out W-2.
They're not talking about. They don't know how much people, but the economy. We're talking about the economy. What people are doing. Black people are buying houses and stuff like that.
It employs 40 people.
No, but they're making money. Black people are making money.
You're right. We're not arguing the fact that they're not making money.
They're buying more storefronts. They're starting more businesses and stuff like that.
They're selling weed in the storefront.
That's where they get the money started from.
Get the fuck out of here.
Nobody said they're selling weed at the storefront, but they're able to buy different stuff.
Bro, you're not about to sit here and convince me that Washington D.C. made the list because of some goddamn weed.
No, weed has been legal for a year. We wasn't on the list. We wasn't on the list last year.
For shows, you know why?
They've been doing that for the last 20, 25, 30 years though.
Because people, the income like PG's are one of the richest black counties.
It is. PG County is one of the richest black counties in America.
I'm sorry.
But the last year, no.
They've been selling for 10 years.
Weed has only been legal for a year, but
that's our point.
So that's why it shot to the top.
It has helped. It has helped the economy. Fuck yeah. That's what I got to say. Fuck y'all.
I'm weak.
Walk away, sis. Walk away.
Right, just leave it alone.
I will flip this whole
You are
goddamn
not
table.
gonna win this one, bro. You are not gonna win this one.
Just walk away.
Wait till the next report come out and y'all gonna see what I'm talking about.
Yo,
Because it's gonna be number one.
they're gonna be like, well, this is
It has
number one
helped the
because
economy.
There's a lot of weeds.
It has helped niggas make money. Yes.
Oh yeah, niggas been making money off weed.
No, they
Street shit,
wasn't
feel me?
making weed like they was. They wasn't making money like they
All right,
was
we got
now.
2 minutes left.
If anything, the weed industry
Is that
is
you?
more.
Yeah,
That's beautiful.
thank you.
Like I know you like stuff like that. Your whole demeanor says yeah. Right, but Sip, no. We gonna have this conversation after the show tomorrow. Whatever, we gonna try to get your little Mississippi education. Right?
No.
Your chakra's off.
Not the chakra.
No, I will clip y'all. I will clip y'all the fuck up. Y'all got me super duper
Look,
fucked
his
up.
fist balled up and everything. Y'all better stop playing.
I will fight all y'all in this bitch. Y'all got me fucked up.
We got a minute. Give us your social medias handles and your website.
Give me your social security number.
Yes, y'all. Please, not the social. Come on, y'all. Please follow me everywhere. Y'all should go Neffy. Follow me everywhere at Neffy Raps. That's NEFFY Raps. That's Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all of that. Motors record dropping tomorrow, y'all. It's dropping Friday. It's hot. Make sure you go online, download it, stream it, tell a friend, tell a friend, and tell a friend. Check me out, NeffyRaps.com. We moving, we working, we on the wave. Let's go, representing for the queen.
Culture Links. Hustle from her in the place, you know.